The Netzarim Corridor, a strip of land just 4 kilometers long and less than a kilometer wide. To the casual observer, a mere geographical footnote. But in the blood-soaked sands of Gaza, it held a significance far beyond its size. This was the artery of Gaza, severed by Israeli occupation, carving the strip into two. For years, it stood as a symbol of division, a physical manifestation of the fractured lives and aspirations of the Palestinian people. Now, the Israeli withdrawal offers a glimmer of hope, the possibility of reunification, of movement, of connection. But the scars of occupation run deep, and the path ahead is fraught with uncertainty. The corridor, once a bustling hub of Palestinian life, became a no-man's land. Its fields, once bursting with citrus groves and olive trees, lay barren, scarred by military outposts and watchtowers. For the people of Gaza, the corridor represented a cruel irony. A strip of land meant to connect, transformed into a symbol of their isolation. It served as a stark reminder of the daily indignities and hardships they faced under Israeli control. The withdrawal of Israeli troops marks a pivotal moment, not just in the physical landscape of Gaza, but in the collective psyche of its people. The dust settles, the tanks withdraw. A fragile silence descends upon the Netzarim Corridor, but the echoes of war linger. Palestinians long displaced from their homes begin the long trek back. They return to scenes of unimaginable devastation. Homes reduced to rubble, their belongings buried under twisted metal and broken concrete. The stench of death hangs heavy in the air. It is a bitter homecoming. Mahmoud al-Sarhi, his face etched with grief, stands amidst the ruins of his home. The entire area is in ruins, he says, his voice barely a whisper. I cannot live here. His story is not unique. It is the story of countless Palestinians returning to the shattered remnants of their lives. The ceasefire may have silenced the guns, but it cannot erase the trauma, the loss, the sheer scale of destruction. The withdrawal from the Netzarim Corridor is a direct result of the ceasefire agreement reached between Israel and Hamas, a fragile truce brokered by international mediators in the aftermath of yet another bloody confrontation. The agreement stipulates a phased approach, a delicate dance of concessions and demands. The first phase, already underway, focuses on the emotionally charged issue of prisoner exchange. 16 Israeli hostages, their faces etched in the minds of a nation, have been released. In return, 566 Palestinian prisoners, some held for years without trial, have tasted freedom, but the road ahead is long. The second phase of the ceasefire, fraught with complexities, aims for a more permanent solution, a complete Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, the release of all remaining hostages, a lasting peace. But these remain aspirations, subject to the whims of political expediency and the volatile realities of the region. The war in Gaza has exacted a devastating toll. The United Nations estimates that 2/3 of Gaza's buildings have been damaged or destroyed. The human cost is immeasurable. The Hamas-run health ministry reports at least 48,189 Palestinians killed. The international community grapples with the enormity of the crisis. Accusations of war crimes and human rights violations are met with denials and justifications. The withdrawal from the Netzarim Corridor, while significant, is but a small step on a long and arduous journey. The future of Gaza hangs in the balance. The international community must go beyond condemnations and calls for restraint. Gaza needs more than just aid and reconstruction. It needs a future free from the cycle of violence and despair, a future where its people can live in dignity and peace. Only then can the true significance of the Netzarim Corridor be realized, not as a symbol of division, but as a bridge to a better future.